Hello and welcome back to Randborn Glassworks Station. Yep. Oh, and Speedynet, by the way, and the whole game of OpenTTD. But yeah, this over here, this station, is our next big project. So, having said that, let's get started, right? No. The thing is that over here, our previous big operation, I think went pretty smooth. However, as some of you rightfully pointed out, I didn't do the signals proper, and depots, they're missing. Yeah, so that's kind of an issue that we kind of do need to address. Now, I have been looking over here. And in terms of depot placement, see, there's like two directions the trains can go to. I don't want a depot at the entrance, I want a depot at the exit. The thing is though that I think we should have a depot on like either side of these directions. And see, there's like these two tracks that are direction and these two over here. And I think we should have depots on, like one over here and one over here, and that should more or less cover everything. A train can always get to a depot if it's over here, not if it's over here, but a train that is like on this track, well actually I must be able to go over here really, come and think of it. Maybe there are some crucial tracks missing over here, actually, come to think of it, because trains coming from this direction, on this outer track are all coming from the upper direction here. I think that we might want to do some track editing, add a few depots and do the signaling proper. So that's one thing on the to-do list. For the rest though, I'm very happy with it. But what's this? A paper mill. We have paper mill now? I don't think this was here before, really. I don't seem to recall that. It's odd. Yeah, and there's all of a sudden there's a paper mill. What? Metal fabrication plant? Metal workshop? What is this kind of stuff? We have all kind of new things all of a sudden appearing. Shenanigans, I call it. I mean, really? They're new. I'll have to look back, an old video, see if this was there, but I swear it wasn't. Anyway, yeah, so that needs doing, but I haven't been sitting on my thumbs either, in between these videos. I've done a few things, mainly replacing the ships. Now, look over here. See this big yellow chunk over here? These are our new ships, bigger, better, and... oh crap, I forgot to copy the orders of one of them. Where are you? Oh, this is bad. Balls! Oh well, I guess you are over here, so that must mean that you came out of that depot. I don't see any ship over there. So there. It wasn't that difficult to find out though, I guess. Though, on the other hand, I just see one ship over here. Where are you going? And this one? Do you produce anything? No, you don't. Maybe you were going over here. Let's see. There you have... wow, where are you going exactly? Let's zoom this out. Alright, so you take the far away ones. I guess that this one was for the closer by ones. So you have this round, then I guess you will have this round. Right, I'll quickly set this up. And done. Right, good. Okay then, but anyway, like I was saying, I have replaced the ships that didn't have enough capacity with these bigger island traders. Very cool ships they are. They don't actually cost a whole lot to run. I mean, it says 8,000, but so far, you know, they've been running for like a month or so and it only costs 60 bucks. So yeah, they're cheap. They are very expensive to buy though, but yeah, they're cheap to run. Cheap like crazy. Now, I don't really recall... Oh wow, there's a lot of fish over there. There isn't much in the other places, but I guess this will fill up in one load pretty much instantaneously. Oh, and that's... oh man. Yeah, I mean, these ships are gonna make a lot of profit, but in the end, you know, once all the massive stockpiles are gone, they should fall back to the profits of the previous ships, just a little bit higher. Now, having fixed that, here's the network. We're gonna quickly fix these signals and all that. Right, and I guess that's them done then. I mean, these are the only two signals that I could think of that needed replacing. For the rest, everything's sorted. The depots. Alright, I think I got everything sorted right now. It wasn't really that much editing that needed doing. It was just, you know, a few minor details, you know, putting the final last details out there. And yeah, right now everything should be working as intended. So, yeah, the next project then, huh? I mean, sure, this could have been more efficient, and I'm not really sure about this whole jump over here, whether or not I like it that much. Sure, we need it, but still, you know, I mean, look, see, there's just trains waiting, like, everywhere. And only now you're going, and you're probably gonna go... Oh no, you need to go over there. Yeah, we're gonna see this a lot, really. This isn't good. I don't approve of this. Ah well, I guess we can't really do that much about it right now. Anyway, moving on. We'll evaluate this at a later date. For now, the next project. Now, that is of course this station over here. It might not, you might not see it right now, but this is very prone to traffic jams when all of the trains arrive just at once, and we need to address it, and we'll do that by changing the tracks. So I have a plan for this, and it's gonna work. It's just gonna take a little bit of work. So yeah, we'll have to do this whilst the station is operational. Well, speaking about challenges, which actually leads me to a point, can the trains actually go to a way like around? In theory they could, so what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna do this side over here, because this is actually, you know, there is this weird nick over here, you know, this, I don't know, it just makes this switch, which I think is pretty lame, which we'll also need to address. So we're gonna do this side first, and then we're gonna do this side, so here it goes. this over here, this very message that we just got is an issue. I saw it pop up and I was like, yeah, whatever, and then I was like, hey, hold on, wait a second. Penfingburg over here is exactly the place where we ship our goods to. You being the train that's gonna deliver it. Balls. Right, well, how much profit were you making? Oh, oh, it's actually food that you're bringing, not goods. Phew! That's a... oh man, it's only one character. But yeah, right then, well, nothing to worry about, everything is nice and dandy. Continuing with the operation. Alright, well, that is this station setup, and I do think that in the end we didn't cause that much total, well, screw-ups in terms of traffic load. We still have the same amount of materials waiting over there. So yeah, I think all in all, this turned out to be a pretty successful operation, if not for this double signal over there. Good, but if that's everything, then yeah, this operation can be deemed pretty dang successful. Now, this is one station that really needed it, and over here now, how are we doing here? There is still this waiting over here, which I don't really like. I'd much rather have them sort over here, where they come in at speed, which would... well, ideally, I'd have the trains from over here arrive on these lanes, and the trains from over here arrive on those lanes. Well, if that's it, I mean, if that's it, we can make that happen, and we're going to. So yeah, a bit of track reworking over here is what we need, but it will save us a lot of hassle over here if we do it right at the front. So yeah, a little bit more track reworking. Right, I think right now that this is a much better solution. We'll have to see though, because right now the options are... No, they're not that limited actually. It could be, for example, that a train needs a service in the depot and then needs to go over here, you know, like it says, alright, I need to go to the depot urgently, so he goes in, but then he would still have the possibility to get on the right tracks. Yeah, I think that these extra bridges, even though it's, in terms of efficiency, it's not that great, but I do think that it will save us a lot of hassle over here with the throughput of trains. I mean, just look at it, all three of them leaving at the same time, and it's all possible. Yeah, this is good. This will improve this station's efficiency even more so. Good, great. Now then, the other station that we need to do, because this is the one station that needed it, and already I don't really see any traffic jams, even though there's quite a hefty amount of trains coming right towards this station. Do you see any traffic jam? I sure don't. Yeah, this is just a much better setup for this station. And we're gonna copy it over to Borough Mixed Farm Station. Now, this whole station over here could actually do with the bypass tracks, to be honest, because there's a lot of trains just passing through and they don't really... Well, they don't need to go through the station itself, you know, but... Man, I mean, a bypass track, ideally, of course, that is on the same level, and on the same level, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, that easy, that simple. Alright, no. I mean, no, just no, because that would either mean a very long tunnel all the way over here, or it would mean climbing massive slopes, going with bridges over here into... Oh, no. no. So, I guess what we need to do really is just... we need to incorporate the same structure over here. The problem is though, it's not possible over here due to the terrain and this stuff, so... It's only gonna be one way, and this side, I guess, well, there's not much we can do to it. It's just like this, and that's how it's going to remain, so... Yeah, another thing is that if I start doing this operation over here, I guess they could get in from the other side by making a massive detour through over here. I guess, I mean, sure, it could work. I guess that's also what they're gonna have to do. Oh man. Yeah, that isn't really that great, but yeah. Right then, time for some more renovation over here. Alright, well, this is pretty much the only thing I could come up with, really. And it's not much of anything, but hey, at least it's working. And it should save a little bit of, well, traffic jams, though. The real problem over here is just that, yeah, the terrain, you know, the farms and everything else, but so far though, this isn't the most problematic station, so that was this one, and both of them have been fixed right now. However, whilst we were building, I saw something else pop up, which was a message about ships. Now, it said we had a new ship available. Another one? Was it you? Yeah, I think it was actually. Let's sort them by maximum speed. Oh yes, and the windjammer even. Look at that. This is the actual upgrade that we needed for this one. Look, see, it's bigger. It's not that expensive. Balls, we upgraded to island traders for naught, really. I mean, this one's just faster and oh man, I just bought all these ships. Right, we're not going to replace those. We will wait till it's like, you know, till we get even more ships and then we'll have yet another look at it. However, for now, most of our stations are running just dandy. And most of the traffic jams that we had have been solved by clever track laying out, except for over here. But this really, I mean, the traffic jams we see over here, which, well, are really small actually, but the ones that we saw over here were of course due to the fact that I had this area over here closed off for a while, so yeah, that explains it. Right now though, the thing that we need to do really in terms of track optimizing, well, there's not much, and the things that need doing I kind of forgot, so that's a good indication of how important they are. Oh yeah, I remember this station I thought, but doesn't really need it over here. Yeah, there are some I mean, the flow of trains over here isn't what I would call optimal, but to say that this needs a massive rework, nah. Besides, that's gonna be wildly complicated, you know, to rework this in a proper fashion. The only thing that would really help over here is just more station lanes, because, you know, it goes angled and, yeah. As long as we don't increase the traffic over here too much, this is all fine. Right, having said that, we were moving the food from the stockyard to places, if I'm not mistaken. Now, those are the goods. The textile mill. Wait, hold on a second. How do we have... Now, yeah, how come we have goods over here whilst we need food? Oh, does this produce both? Oh, it only produces food. That's odd. Anyway, we also have goods over here, and as far as I recall, we weren't moving those to places just yet. No, because these are all plant fiber things. So we are gonna find ourselves a suitable station to accept these goods. Now, of course, this is the peninsula, and, well, there is much to be said for having it being brought to... Well, you know, somewhere around in this peninsula, like over here. Actually. Drunwood, huh? I don't think it would be such a bad idea. And does this accept goods? No, that's odd. I mean, this is quite a big one, but it doesn't accept goods. Alright. Yeah, I think we should ship those goods to the far end of the peninsula. Or perhaps over there, no, it doesn't accept it. Right, so there aren't actually that many stations over here that actually accept goods that are far away. Alright then, since you make goods and only 20% is being transported, we are going to set up a train line, and I do believe that running it all the way over here is gonna take quite a while. So we might want to make it quite long. Now then, let's see. Let's get ourselves a new train from any of these fancy locomotives. And oh man, look at this, the 10-wheeler. Oh, new wagons, new train even. I mean, this is the upgraded version, but this one we don't even have. Now the difference is clear in that this one actually has more attractive effort. But first of all, let's sort everything by goods. We can take the boxcar. Right, this is interesting, because right now we can choose for more attractive effort or for more speed. So now cargo payment rates are going to be really important. Goods, huh? Speed all the way. That's pretty much a given. So, right. and we'll go all cargo types, so we have the engines in there. That means that it's a choice between you and you. Well, that isn't that difficult, I guess. We're gonna go with the 10-wheeler, the most expensive one. Though I guess this one is also quite expensive, but here we pay for the tractive effort, so... yeah, tractive effort. Right, so we're gonna need this train then. We're gonna go with 2 locomotives, and... I don't really know how this one holds up, you know, in comparison to the old vehicles, so... what I'm gonna try and do is see if this one can pull 7 of these good wagons, you know, these box cars. I'm gonna refit them, of course. Oh, they're not refitted at all. Odd. So the default capacity is good. Okay, cool, I guess. Right, you need to go to the textile mill and over there. And let's see, near end, far end, done. Right, so of course now the question that is of course burning in everybody's mind who's watching, will it be able to go up this hill smoothly when it's full with 7 wagons of goods? Because 6 was the previous marker really, you know, but since this one's so much more powerful, I want to know. I do think though that it looks quite good, you know, the locomotives are starting to become longer and longer, so... Yeah, look at that, they're going like at, I don't know, how fast are you going? 80 kilometers and then 96, that really does make a huge difference. Now it will load up full, like that, and this is the moment. I mean, it's a shame really, it doesn't say just how much tons it can pull, you know, you'll have to like calculate it yourself, but so far, look at the acceleration actually, I mean, wow, that's good. Let's speed it up a little bit, so that we can see it climb the hill and we don't have to wait for minutes. Look at the speed, man. Oh, almost collision. Right, it's almost at top speed over here right now. How is it gonna do over here? This is important. Does it slow down tremendously? It's not that bad actually. I guess 7 wagons is actually doable. I think though that if we would go to 8, then it would start giving issues again. I mean, how much is the difference in tractive effort compared to the old one, you know, the American? And this is even the upgraded version. It's almost doubled. I guess we could go with 8 as well. We'll have to see though. For now, I mean, look at this. See, there's plenty of goods over here waiting, so there's no real need to start, you know, making it super long just yet. We'll see how much there's waiting there later. I mean, over here, for example, I can see that there's plenty of capacity in the food hauling department, so we don't really need to upgrade that. So good. Well, having that all sorted, I think that Speedynet is ready for the next move. I mean, we got the mail network covered everywhere. Actually, I'm saying that I do recall that there are still a few one-way mail lines in there somewhere, like over here. Is it? No, I did set them all up initially for it to be one-way only, like over here. This one is one-way. Yeah, it is actually. Well, that's bad. It's you are one-way there. Right, we're gonna fix that, because right now the cargo distance will have updated for everything, so there. This is you, the cargo tram there. It's just to have, because it really is the case of, you know, if I don't do this, then they'll just start hauling everything back and forth. It's just really annoying, and they'll actually keep doing that. Oh, look at that. I mean, this is a steam tram behind 2 horse trams. How cool. Yeah, you know, progress. And there, you see it right there. It's actually being held up. It's a shame trams can't overtake each other, but I really think they're cool though, you know, they weren't in the original. Now, let's see. Yeah, this needs to be changed, and I'll quickly, you know, do a scan over here. But so far it seems that most of it was taken care of by me, but it was just a few last remaining ones that I forgot to make both away. See, I mean, all of these, you know, which are all trams, they're all, well, set up proper. It's just that. Yeah, even over here, I mean, see, it was just those last remaining few. So, now that we know this... Oh, crap. Let's disable it. I mean, it looks wrong. I'm leaving that on. Now that we know that, I think it's time that we move on towards the next step. Wait, what's this? I mean, there's all yellow... How come there's all yellow dots over there? I mean, what are these? What are these yellow dots? I don't get it. Have I left something on? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I think right now it is time for Speedynet to make yet another move and start expanding the network a little bit more. And there's quite a few ways we can go. Nothing's really over here. Now we could, you know, refocus our attention on where it all started in terms of the network and expand over here. I mean, sure we could, but in all honesty, I mean, why move back on old areas whilst last expansion we did was over here with the peninsula, and I think and I feel that right now, you know, expanding up this small strait over here is what we should do. And look, there's fishing grounds, there's towns, and there's all kinds of industries, and I think that this would be the right way to go. And well, you know, that's gonna be an interesting one, because of course I want to expand it in a way that we have engineering supplies available. And if you take a look at the map, you know, I noticed this at the beginning of the video. I saw that we had new industries. Now let's just disable them all. We don't have a biorefinery just yet. I actually need the industry display chain open so that I can see this, because what we need is manufacturing supplies. We then go to the forge. Come on, forge. Wait, what? Okay, metal workshop, I guess, which comes from lime kiln, which, I don't know, make farm supplies, which come from the forge. And they make engineering supplies. Look, this is the thing that I wanted to see. The machine shop. That's the one that we didn't have. I believe I saw those around right now. Yeah, look, see, we got 16 of those now. That means that they're being spawned on the map, you know. Time is right for them to appear right now, which I think the threshold was like 1870. So, that's very interesting. We also don't have anything even remotely close by over here. Yeah, there's one there, but that's pretty much it, so... balls. I thought for a moment there that we might have had extra opportunities. Turns out they aren't. Any other? Yeah, the metal fabrication plant. They're also new. See, there we have low amounts of those, so they are new. It's just yeah, nothing in this region. Right then. Well, anyway, we are going to expand over here, but that and more all has to wait for next time when we play more OpenTTD.